Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today, as you can see, we're playing Pixel Car Racer. And I know I've made a few tutorials on this, on how to get started, but I'm gonna be making another one. So, I've recently come up with a new build in Tune that I've been using, and that me personally, I really enjoy. So, first things first, I don't really have the starter car, so I'll use this, and I'll name it Tut for tutorial. And basically, what you're gonna want to do, all right, is when you're first starting out, you're most likely gonna have like no upgrades on your car, and you have maybe 15, 20K in your pocket. So go ahead and max out your first gear and your final drive. Go and put your second gear to 250. Put your third to 170, your fourth to 117, and then max out those. So this is what your car, when you're first starting out, should look like. Okay. Now, in case if you're wondering how to get to where I just got to, click on this wrench area. Then if you look down underneath all your car's stats and all that, you'll see there's a little cog wheel at the bottom next to this wrench. So go ahead and click on that cog wheel, and it'll bring you to your gearing. Now, once you go ahead and do that, first things first, what you're going to want to do is you're gonna want to go ahead and start a race. I would not advise that you do a tournament as soon as you load in, unless you have either played this game before or you've made sure that your build already works. So when you do this, just go ahead and shift through all the gears, do your race, and however much money you get is however much you can use to for your car. Now, you can either use this to upgrade your car, or you can do this to fund money for your tournaments. Now, when you have 21 seconds on the dot is actually kind of crazy, but when you have everything set up, when you have your money, right, what you're gonna want to do is, when you get enough, I would recommend around 200K, because you're gonna swap an engine, and you're you're going to want to get this one that says 1JZ, has 330 horsepower. Now, I already have this engine, so once you do that, basically just go ahead and put that engine into your car. Once you do that, you're going to go ahead and do another race, and the next thing you're going to want to get is some NOS, and you're going to want to get this VX100 shot NOS. This is going to add an extra 100 horsepower to your car, and there you go. So now you have both NOS and an engine swap for your vehicle. Now, it's also important that while doing this, you end up lowering your final drive at the same time. It also does depend on what kind of engine you are using and running for your car, because depending on certain things that you have put into your vehicle will determine your final drive. So it's all pretty much trial and error mostly with this build. If your car is maxed out, you can either leave it at 355 final drive, or you can just, I don't know, do whatever with it. It's really up to you. So while you're doing your race, go ahead and do that. You'll win. And this is what I mainly do all the time, or the build that I use. And most times, if you're a person like me who gets bored of just doing drag races and tournaments all the time, what you can do is make a daily driver, which I will tell you how to do in a second. But as you saw, we just got a box. Opening your boxes is very important when you level up and complete tournaments, because it will allow you to get extra items that you won't need to spend money on. So, and sometimes you can get some of the rarest items in the game. For instance, if I go into here, I have a lot of these. You can get this, which I believe is one of the rarest and one of the hardest items that you can get, which is only unlockable through boxes, which is the same thing with this golden oil cooler, as well as this Neo headlight. So, yeah, those are some pretty interesting ones that you can get. Same thing for these wheels right here. And, what else? Oh, yeah, and these brake calipers right here that say 326 Racing Twin. So, yeah, those are some things that you can get for your car. I'm probably going to leave it just like this for the rest of the video. But, yeah, opening your box is very important. Want to keep that in mind. Now, when you get enough money and you really want to customize your car, you go into parts and you can get these things right here that you can get for your vehicle, which when you get enough, it's actually pretty cheap, 160,000. So, yeah. And once you get enough money, after spending some cash for your thing, you're gonna want to go ahead and do a tournament. Just a little heads up for the people watching. My phone tends to scrap and discard the recording at random time points. So, yeah. If the recording restarts with me at the garage or on some other page on the screen, just know I had to restart the recording. So, may not win this first try, but that is okay. That is why we have bought our NOS. And as you can see, the build does a glitch where it'll make them redline their car. So you'll get an instant boost pass and you'll win pretty much every race. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish this race and I'll be with you guys in just a moment. And we are going up against a car that actually does not look too bad. So this should be an interesting race. Now, the good thing about this build is that it doesn't take you too long to do your tire heat. And you also get the meter, or the thing, right back at the thing, so you can just go into neutral. One thing to note is I would not recommend using manual with this because it'll automatically switch through all your gears, including the gears that are supposed to help you win your race. So, wouldn't advise that you do that. So, if you're a new starter, highly recommend that you do, manual. And something that helps people when they do manual is the certain way that they set it up, which I will show you the way I have mine set up, and pretty much almost any other person I've ever seen play this game. So, go into your options when you're at the home screen, and if you see here, there's shifting and steering. My steering is on my top right hand screen, and my shifting, I have my gear up button on the left side and my gear down on the right side. So, yes. So once you make your money from your tournament, basically, I'm not going to max my car out all the way, but basically once you do that, you're going to want to go ahead and put some better items into your vehicle. And depending on what kind of items you have put into your vehicle will also determine what other tournaments you can gain access to. So when you hit a certain level, you go into tournaments, you will now have access to these semi-pro kings that you can use, or that you can do. So betting 40,000 on it will make you have about 200,000 that you can win. And like I've said before, which was probably scrapped in my last recording, is that you modify... Sorry about that. What I was trying to say is that you modify your final drive as you upgrade your car. So I set mine to 390 due to the upgrades I've put on it so far. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to do another tournament. Like now I said before, the final drive when it comes to certain cars and certain upgrades you have on it is all trial and error, but mostly just for the final drive. You don't really have to mess with your gearing or anything like that. But yeah, so you go ahead, do this. I'm already in neutral, so I'm ready. And his car is already redlined, so now we just keep going until we hit the finish line. So, yeah, that's pretty much how you win your races. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys what to do if you are a person that has done this tutorial already and just wants to make a car that you can use in cruise mode. And I'm going to show you a secret that you can do while in cruise mode. So, first things first, go ahead and pick your car that you're going to want to use. Now I would use that one, but that one's already built and set for all of it. So, yeah, if you're wanting a car that you can just drive around for a bit, what I would do is set the gearing, the 5th and 6th, to just really what feels right for you, or what you think is best for your car, and go into cruise mode. I'm gonna do rain. And once you're in cruise mode, now you pretty much can maneuver through traffic and everything. And once you're able to do that, wrong button, trying to go up here. So once you do that, basically go over to a car that you would want to be able to race, and that red triangle right underneath that big dot between my two speed things, you're gonna click that triangle, and it's going to engage you in a race with the NPC. So this is something that you would definitely want to use. Okay, and I just crashed, but you basically get the main idea. Most times people will just max out their car, so I'm gonna do that and I'll get back to you guys. Sorry about that. Phone scrapped the recording all over again. But yeah, as you can see, I have maxed out the car. It is now a daily driver, and we will go ahead and drive it around for a bit. So that's basically the tutorial on how to play this game and how to get a good or decent start for it. If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. That is a nice car. We're gonna do this race. Well, clearly I'm losing, but you know. Wow, this game hates me. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. If this helped, be sure to hit like, hit subscribe, put on post notice so you get notified on any other videos I will make, whether that is games or mostly just games, since that's all I really upload on here. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.